If you really want to enjoy Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, then you really need to come over here and get the cooking. If you want to skip to a specific part of the video, then check the chapter list down below. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So I'm sitting here at a cooking station in one of the home trees for one of the clans in the game. And as you can see, I have foods that can give blast resistant. I have food that can give you bark skin. I have foods that can give you hardy and fury. If you don't know already, the fury ability in this game will help you deal 35% more damage for a short duration. Hardy 1 will help you gain plus 30% base health. Bark skin will help you take 30% less damage from wildlife and RDAs in the game. And of course, blast resistance is self-explanatory. Blast resistance will give you at least 35% blast resistance in the early stages of the game. Now, as you can see, I have eggs, I have different types of meats, I have fruit, and then I have lean meat. There's different objects in the game that's going to give you these materials. You can go through your hunter's guide and look through all the different wildlife in the game that will give you different meats and or things that you're going to need to create some of the most OP food in the game. This is still the early stages of the game, so we're not getting into too much spoilery content. Once you progress the storyline far enough, you should get to an NPC that's going to help teach you about hunting. Storm beasts are one of the first animals that you're going to hunt in the game, and let's take a look at it in the hunter's guide. There's different variants of the actual beast. You have the mature version, the adult version, and the young version. Hunting this animal will give you an armed guard crafting material, as well as a cooking ingredient, which is fatty meat. The cooking ability that you're going to get from making food with this meat is going to be bark skin 1. Of course, the higher quality you get of the item, the more these buffs will change, as well as the duration, so keep that in mind. When looking at your hunter's guide, not only can you mark exactly what you're looking for by pinning it to the right hand corner of the screen, you're able to pin at least 3 items in the early game, so make sure you're using this often. When you pin an item on screen and you head out into the world of Pandora, while you're exploring, if you use your Navivision, the item that you have pinned in the top right will show up yellow. If you want to unpin an object, you can by just scrolling over it in the top right and clicking unpin. With that being said, let's go back to the cooking station. Hopping into the cooking station, I'm going to teach you a couple of quick early game foods that you want to, start using in your playthrough. So let's talk about cooking in Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. You have different items that you can throw into the top and bottom slot. The top slot is going to give you a cooking property like blast resistance or bark skin, hardy 1, and the bottom is going to give you a duration for how long that effect will actually work. A pretty cool meal to cook in the early game is 2 Jotun eggs, just like this. Once you have both of the ingredients that you need in cooking, you can hold the square button. Your Navi will go ahead and sing a little bit of a song. And there you have it. You have cooked your first meal. When the meal is successful, you have the extravaganza egg fry. This is going to give you blast resistance for 12 minutes, and you can eat it immediately, add it to your favorites, or just put it in your inventory. After you have cooked a new recipe, you can go into the recipe sections, click over and see all the different foods that you have created in the game. On this screen, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to make that recipe. For example, if I want to make an egg stuffed mushroom, I'm going to need any type of mushroom and any type of egg in the game in order to make it. So on and so forth. If you look over here to the right, this is a moldy egg fry. When you mess something up, or if you put 2 ingredients that aren't supposed to be mixed together into a meal, they turn into this right here, a moldy egg fry, which is any type of egg and a mushroom. I don't know exactly why you would want to create this. Like maybe there might be some type of quest in a game to make some moldy food, give it to an NPC and make them sick or something. I don't know if that's really a thing. If it is, that's gonna be kind of crazy. But regardless, the food ability on this food is an upset stomach. Currently in my stage of the game, I don't think I need to have an upset stomach for anything, but if you're interested in this meal, then there it is. Some other meals that you can make in this game are going to be an egg washed roast, which is any fatty meat and any egg, a fruit salad, which is any fruit, any two fruit, an extravagant seafood, which is any two fish, an extravaganza egg fry, which is any two eggs, an egg washed meat skewer, which is one lean meat and one egg. If you look carefully, you can actually see exactly what you already have and what you don't have. So make sure you're always keeping your resources topped off and staying on top of all your crafting materials for cooking. In the beginning, you're not going to have any of these notifications telling you what these buffs are actually going to do. You're going to have to make these items for yourself for the first time in order to actually get these resistances and or bark skin and other perks to show up. So don't be afraid to experiment. Just drop 2 fruits into the cooking station and throw it together. When your pouch is full, it should tell you in the bottom right, which is saying that you have too many foods to eat, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because you're going to be running out of energy very quickly in this game, and having a pouch that's full of food is going to make it that much easier for you to take out any encounter. You can also probably give the food that you've created and offer it into one of the offering baskets, which I'm about to find out. Alright, so yeah, if you mark these items, they do give you a little bit of favor with the clan. Not a lot of favor, but it is enough so that if you was farming these for a long time, then you could probably get yourself a decent amount of clan favor. Clan favor is going to be something that you want to use in order to get some rare items from different NPCs in the game. So make sure you come over here to this cooking station and you start whipping it up as soon as possible so that you can get your Navi to be as powerful as they need to be. If you talk to this guy right here, in the gift category, you can see exactly what he'll give you for free. If you look down at the ingredients and or the dishes category, you can see exactly what he's offering. And in the bottom right, it's going to tell you how much favor each of these items are going to cost you. The light blue meter is how much favor you have collected, and the purple is the cost that it's going to be for each item that you want to buy. Things in this game are not too expensive, so it won't cost you too much in order to get certain items, but it might be a lot cheaper and or just better for you to go and farm those items out in the world for yourself. If you like what we do here in the channel, make sure you smash that like button and sub to the channel so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and videos like this for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This is your boy M of MSSHD. For now, I'm out of here.